beautiful introduction. Thank you so much for having me. I've been coming here, 2 years now, I think. 'Cause I missed the first year. I had moved out of town, so I made it back, and I was like, they got something new and Aiken at the library. Go check this out. I do a little poetry, And so I came out, and I've been coming ever since. Missed a few times, but for the most part, I've been coming, and I've been enjoying it, whether I spoke or not. It still was a good time to be around like-minded individuals. So thank you all, a whole lot of you all for coming here with me tonight, right? And so, so most of you that do know or have heard my work, I write about my life and through poetry, whether it's most of it's relationships, but this life and just all the experiences that you go through. And I have my first one and I have my third collection, which is the newest one. But the first one is Whirlwind Full of Emotions, and with that one, that was a lot of emotions in there because that was coming out of a 23-year marriage. So there was a lot packed into there, And I'm like, okay, all these feels, as poets, all the feelings. And I had to get it out somewhere. And so that's how the first book came about. Before, I just would write a few poems, save them on my phone. Well, back then, not on the phone, save them on my laptop. This was in the early 2000s. I would just save them. And I remember it was a funny story. I think it was 2008, and I had a laptop. I would take it to work with me because I was working at a children's facility on the second shift. I would take it to work with me, and I would, write my poems in there, at night or whatever. And the laptop crashed one time after another, and I lost everything. Back then, we didn't know much about the cloud or say, all that stuff. So they were gone.
Oh,
I think I was on there was an online poetry website too that was going on back then too, but I don't even remember it. So all that work is gone. So after that, when I was going, writing these poems, I was like, you know what? This is going in a book. I'm not gonna lose it again. I'm not gonna let my work be destroyed. I'm gonna put it on paper so it'll live forever. And that's how I became a published author. And so I'm gonna share a little bit from my first one and my latest one. And the first one, Whirlwind Full of Emotions, like I said, it's all the feelings that I was feeling and the emotions. And I'll just read you a few out of this. And my poems are short. I won't say sweet, but they're not sweet all the time, but they're short. I don't write 3-minute poems, but 4-minute poems. That's not me. But this one here is entitled In This Place. Lord, why am I here in this place? I feel so alone. You said you are always with me, this you have shown. But in the still of the night, it is just me. At least that's how I feel. That is all that I see. My head is all over the place. My heart is too. I must remind myself that you will carry me through. Lord, why am I in this place? I do not understand. Please reveal to me your divine plan. Thank you. My head was all over the place back then, and so I had to get it out. And let's see, I'll pick another one out of this one. Let's see. And this one is Time to Heal. I just want to scream, let it all out, rip from the seam, say ouch. Yes, it hurts like a deep cut. Have you ever been kicked in the gut? I'm tired of crying. My body is drained. I've been trying, but it seems in vain. It hurts so bad. This is for real. But this wound needs time to heal. Thank you. And then I'll read something. Thank you. I'll read something from my newest collection. This is Still I Bloom. And this, like I said, the first one was 2019, so it's been a good gap, a break of time. And even between the second book of Bursts of Emotion, which is also on Amazon, I went through a period of my life where I was learning how to navigate life and, just in my 40s, being newly single, hadn't lived that life in over decades, I didn't know who I was or what I was, anything. So after all of that and going through more life experiences, that's where Still I Bloom, poems of healing, becoming, and quiet strength came from. And with the picture of the rose, and you see it coming out of the cracks, I'm growing and blooming. Still I bloom. I'm coming out of the crack. So that's where that came from. And I just love my cover. But I will read you all a few from here. Here's one called Contemplating Thoughts. As I sit here contemplating on the thoughts going through my head, I took the wrong directions to reach my destination. So many wrong turns, I didn't know which way to go. The only thing left to do was run. Only this time I was running alone. For the first time in my life in the wilderness, all on my own. As I sit here contemplating on the thoughts going through my head, when I think of my thought process, I should have taken a recess. But nevertheless, I thought that freedom was my rest. Although there were many sleepless nights, with time I progressed. Even when pain reignites, I am no longer oppressed. And thank you for that. And I'll go on for a couple more. Since they're so short and sweet. And this is one of my favorite ones. Superpower. Silence is her superpower, being strong enough to devour everything that surrounds her. A force so powerful, it becomes influential, better yet, consequential. It overpowers her like a strong tower, getting stronger by the hour. Silence is her superpower, a beacon of light from the watchtower, shining in the dark hour. In the quiet of the night, she decides to invite her friend contrite. She is consumed with having to exclude herself from doom. Silence is her superpower. It can be a peculiar power, even undisputed power. She has been through the fire. While it doesn't define her, in some ways it guides her. Down different pathways, we were taught to look both ways. In the silence, look toward the flames. Silence is her superpower, being strong enough to devour everything that surrounds her. Thank you.
If I may ask, what is the inspiration behind that? I'm kind of curious. It's kind of up in the air for me. I'm like, was this about this or that? What was going on there?
Superpower?
Yes.
It was me. I had met someone who went through that experience after everything else, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna fall back, stay to myself. That's why that silence. And I don't like the silent treatment. I've been given the silent treatment before, and so I'm like, okay, yeah, that's about to be, I'm about to flip the tables,
Okay.
And even though it wasn't with that individual at the time, but I hated the silent treatment back in my divorce. Just keep it real. I'm married rather. And yeah, the silent treatment is kind of deadly, right? For some people. So that's where that poem came from. Like, yeah, I'm gonna show them. I ain't gonna say nothing. And they're gonna be wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where that came from. Thank you. And I would also like to let you all know about the Our Words Matter Authors Expo coming up in November. This year will be our 3rd year. Miss Ellen was at our 1st year, Miss Ellen Harrison. And so hopefully she'll be back this year. Put that out there. And you all too, you have a book and you're welcome to, sign up and be a vendor. I would love to have you. It's going to be here in Aiken, Saturday, November the 14th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's going to be at the Senior Life Services Center on East Pine Law Road back there. So yes, we're going to have a nice time. Food, books, and fun. Yeah, so, and again, Tamel, thank you so much for reaching out and for, choosing me for this month, and then being my birthday month.
Yes,
I just
ma'am.
turned 50 on May 2nd, so thank you. So this was part of my big thing,
How do the young kids say it? 50 where?
Thank you, that's right, period. Or do they clock that T? All right, don't get me going to there. But thank you all so much, I appreciate you. All righty, so
You're done.
I got some more time?
You can do at least 2 more. For
Okay, I got you. I'll pick something out of the old book. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you my one thing.
I'd like to hear more.
Okay, thank you. Let's see. I'll go back to, listen. My head was clear. I could see the road. The path was near. I could handle the load. Then somehow, some way, the path led down a circle. I thought it was the right way, but it became murky. I'm turning around now, getting back on the pathway. I keep wondering, how did I go astray? Was it familiarity? I'm trying to understand. Or maybe similarity played a hand. But that gut feeling, the voice from within, was so yielding, I had to listen. And that's that. Thank you all. I will read, let's see, butterfly from this one. Butterfly. A butterfly is so delicate, but so strong. It can fly so high and for so long. A butterfly is so beautiful, uniquely designed, so many colors uniquely intertwined. It wasn't a butterfly always, not pleasing to the eye, but it went through the stages to become the butterfly.
Yes, yes indeed. All right.
Thank you.
So I have a question for the people that are here. You have some books with you.
Yes, I
Tell us
do.
about your books and how much they are and how else we can find them.
Yes, well, this one here, that's my latest one. I just released this one back past December. This one is $12. I have a feedback there with me, and of course they're available on Amazon or my website, and they're also available at Vendor Street store here in Aiken at 154 Fabian Drive behind Walmart. Yeah, so they're available there as well. So if you would like to purchase it local, and those are signed. And like I said, these are all available on Amazon as well. And Whirlwind Full of Emotions, this was the very first one. And this one is $6.50 I think on Amazon. And I don't have my middle one, but Burst of Emotions is a portrait book where it was, like I said, after this and in between this, where I took my time writing poetry, learning about life, dating, just navigating all the stuff. Cause I got married at 20, got divorced when I was 40, so I didn't know nothing. So I wrote about it, you know, everything. So, and that's where that one came. And it's also available at Vendor Street and on Amazon and my website.
You said the store is Vendor Street?
Vendor Street store. It's right. You know where the VA thing is by the Walmart on Whiskey Road?
On Whiskey. Okay.
Yeah, Southside Walmart. It's like right across there, that pink daycare building,
Yeah.
and it's right across the street. There's a hair salon. I think it's called Hair Garage or something. It's right on the same building of it. Yeah, so we got lots of stuff. So go in there and shop. Yeah, lots of different vendors actually in there, not just me, but yeah, come in there and support. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there.
All right. Well, thank you, Deborah.
Thank you for having me.